What's up, Digidestins? This is Kyle D, better known as RideMyAvatar, and we're going to have the Wednesday Market Watch. We are going to be checking over pre-release cards, event cards, and all the fun good stuff. So let's dive in. There are some massive amount of spikes, and it's time to talk about them. So first off, we have Kakaitis Breath, the Tamer Evolution card. This card has been seeing some upticks here. Nothing too crazy. They have a lot of Japanese cards on market, so don't buy these. These are unplayable, but the original editions are in the 55. So that's not terrible. On the EU side, we're looking at 16 euros, which is about $21. English side, we have the Finalist Evolution, about 22. So definitely both are really decent to pick up here. I mean, picking up another one isn't bad, especially if you're playing Beelzestar. It's very beneficial to have this card. So especially, I mean, okay. Sorry, Swifty, I'm not going to trust. I'm going to say about 67. There's no way 22. They're trying to low end the cap and try to pick up them as cheap. I would not pick up from Swifty. It's about 67. Sorry about that. We're looking at 35 English side of us, give or take. Their equivalents on euros is about 27. So if I am making any mistakes on the euros, let me know. Massive buyout on Hammer Sparks on the Evolution Pack. This card is now completely bought out, and you're looking at whopping 250 now. Yes, 250. Yeah, that's fun. 30 euros, about 45. I would say about 35. I would give it a take. Shoutmon from the Tamer Evolution Box 2. This card is really good because this is the max rarity version. So one thing about this, if you can find these for like 22 on our side, especially if you're not playing Shoutmon right away, I recommend either going on eBay, trying to counter bid, stuff like this, because even if it's coming from Italy or anything like that, it might take about a month to get here, but at least you're going to get your cards at cheaper prices. Sometimes the Europe side market is just really decent to pick up cards. About 9 euros. So about $12 us, I would give or take. So win rate 60%. Another great card. The art looks fantastic. We'll show you in the next part of it. But 35 US, basically us. Not bad. But the art is just fantastic. I like this kind of stuff, which I think is really good to have this. I mean, we don't get like all the main characters Digimons on one picture very often, so it really does help out. But you're looking at 16 euros, about 21. We're kind of a little more pricier, but it just came out on our side, so give it some time. The Vmon from Tamer Evolution, the EX3. This card's not going down anytime soon. Do not expect this for cheap on our side because the hype behind it is really real. But if you can decently find him on the Europe side for about $25, check eBay. Sometimes that's like the best spot for these cards, especially if you're not having issues with trying to wait for the card to show up. Because again, as long as they're willing to ship to the US, they will ship to the US. So you got Vmon here. I love the art. It's very clean. These max rarity stuff is always good. Guillemon is another, $51 here. This is from the starter deck, allowing you to warp into Gallantmon. It will see play, but it's about 12.50 euros on their side. The art looks clean as well, but remember, this is about 18 for us, give or take. So, or about 15. So just keep that in the back of your mind, that just sometimes they are a little overpriced. Senzorimon has been seeing the downtick, but it's still getting bought and traded around the $20 mark. So that's not bad. We got about $8 Europe. So again, like I said, sometimes you might find stuff if you're willing to wait. Pulsemon from pre-release is kind of in this fluctuation where it's like wanting to be in the $30 to $25 range. So it's just very interesting to see. We have enough like $26, but as time goes on, he sees less and less play. So I'm going to say he's going to downtick a lot, but we're going to talk about it. It's like 10 euros, so about $13 for us. Patamon from the store participations. This is a really good one to look at because this is technically high rarity, not max rarity. You know, the store championship one is like 34, but you can always pick up these guys a little bit cheaper. And who knows, we might have these coming in as the next store participations. We don't know yet. We haven't seen what the store championships are hosting. About 15, 17, not bad. Next, we have Patamon, €4, €4, and about $5. Not bad. Lilithmon from Digimon Fest 2022. Just wanted to look at it. It's about a 1,500 for the Fest version. The other one is sold out, so you will not be able to see it very easily. So just keep that in the back of your mind. About €400. So about $500, $600. Might be worth seeing if these people. Always remember, if you're English side, if you want to get certain cards, always message the seller directly and see if they're willing to ship to you direct. Because again, they're sometimes willing to make offers, especially on the table where they get their money straight. So again, that's always an option because you can always talk to the seller. Metal Gurumon's finalist is at 150. This card is not seeing much listings, but hey, it's one of the pricier cards. About €8, and then you're seeing the 38 euros right there. Boom, gone. Lord Nightmon alternate art gold stamp. This card has seen its buyout. So, I mean, there was only a couple on market anyway, but 150, it's gone. Now you kind of just hold out on that. It's about €120. It's quite expensive. Let's be honest. We got Agumon Event Pack 2s, $50. This card is slowly ticking up, and it's just going to hold this price line. We had sales at $60. That's crazy. But that's also because there's only limited stock. There isn't a bunch of playsets out. So, and especially since this is technically the high rarity. I mean, the max rarity second. No, it's not max rarity because we actually have something higher than that, I think. Would have to double check that. €10 here. I mean, that's not bad. Again, talk to the direct seller and help out. Magnet Angemon from Great Legends pre-release. This card saw a weird buyout because for some reason people were buying him out. Wasn't really necessary, but now he's like a $15, $23 card, depending on where you stand. But he's about 16 US, not bad. And then you're looking at €7, not bad. Garurumon Event Pack 2s are $33. This card is almost bought out of the market, so if you really want to be playing the Garurumon X Antibody deck, you're going to need it. 12, €13. Just warning you guys. Vmon from pre-release cards. This card is overly valuated. It should not be this price. Give it time. It should dip as long as you guys aren't pushing for it. Because again, you can get it on the Europe side for €15. I mean, worst case scenario, you message these guys and you get your cards. If not, they're going to say no. Doraemon is $33. He's holding the line at 33. That's just comes to pass. You're not going to change that. Doraemon's about 20 euros range. I mean, it's on the low end here, but they'll get bought out probably pretty quickly. But that's just about it. Jet Sylphie here is about $32. It's starting to have an uptick because if I remember correctly, people are hyping this deck because it is one of the top tier decks. This is gonna stay longevity, but the problem comes down to is you have to worry about ban lists, and Jet Sylphie, similar to Jesmon, has been kinda overpowered. It's been showing consistent tops, and nobody's been kind of just getting off the security con. So if they're going to want to do anything, Jet Sylphie is going to be the heavy target. Same thing here, about €17. Agumon winner from pre-release tournaments. This card is dipping. Hold off. Don't go too crazy. Don't go buying crazy things. That's my only recommendation. Just hold off. This card's going to dip. We're looking at €6. Not terrible. Crimson Blaze from the pre-release. This card, 17, almost pushing that $20 mark. Oof. We're looking at 10 euros. So $12. Hopefully we come down to that. Omni Shoutmon from pre-release Battle of Omni. It's about $18, $19. This card just wants to hold up and be this expensive. I have no other recommendations on that. Just wait it out. The card's not going to see competitive play. 8 euros. I mean, they have to make a deck around him. Yuja is looking at $22. I'm not surprised there. But on the Europe side, 5 euros. About $10. Maybe we'll see that reflection eventually. Lydramon, about, $18, $19. $19 I would go. 19, close to 20s. About to be 20. So that's how that's going to go. About 5 euros on their side. They always value these cards a little less. Beowulfmon, pre-release. This card is on a down climb. And just let it just crash and burn. Just let it crash and burn. When this card hits $8, pick up your copies, hold them, and we'll see what happens. Because all it takes is another round of hybrid support, and this will see expensive upticks. About 6 euros. Not terrible. Dead or Alive. This card is a ticking time bomb. I'm just saying this right here, right now. Make sure you get your playset, because, again, we have Lucamon forms up. We have 2 more forms to come. And what's nasty is, all you have to do is, if there are 10 or more cards in trash, you may play 1 Digimon with Lucamon in its name without paying its memory cost. That's going to be huge because they're going to be Mega and then, a level 7 probably in the lineup. So just keep that in the back of your mind that it might be good to have your playset because this card will spike and then you're going to make some decent money because this card will jump from $8 to $20 very easily. So definitely keep that in mind. You're looking at €1.35. Metal Greymon Alterius mode. This card is just hyped up right now. This card will tank. It's seeing less and less play. Most lists aren't actually even playing him. Yes, he's a great removal option, but it's just not seeing that great of play. I mean, €5, I can definitely see it coming down to that because that makes sense. But outside of that, nothing too crazy. So guys, what did you think of the Market Watch? Let me know down in the comments and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace!